Sawadee Kap, I'm JP Mestanza, and today is Tuesday, June 15th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVC Phuket. Check them out on Facebook. Today, Thailand has officially surpassed 200,000 COVID-19 cases. 3,000 COVID-19 cases were confirmed by officials in Bangkok today, along with 19 fatalities. The new total for the nation is 202,264 cases, with a death toll of 1,485 since the pandemic began early last year. 80% of total patients have recovered. The bulk of cases have been reported in just over the last 2 months. Meanwhile, Phuket health officials recorded 3 new COVID cases over the last 24 hours, which brings the total number of people infected on the island since April 3 to 684. 26 patients remain under medical care and supervision on Phuket. Most cases are in Wichit with 80, then Phuket Town with 76, followed by Patong with 73, Rasada with 59, and then Katu with 53. Reports say that boss Red Bull admitted to killing a police officer after dragging him 200 meters with his Ferrari back in September 2012. He hasn't spent 1 day in jail. And now, the National Anti-Corruption Commission, the NACC, they're considering launching an investigation into at least 10 people, cops and public prosecutors, for their alleged role in delaying justice. The hit and run took place back in the early hours of September 3rd, 2012, 5:30 a.m., when Vorayut boss Yuvidya, the grandson of the founder of the Red Bull Empire in Thailand, one of the most powerful and richest families in the kingdom, he drove his Ferrari into a motorcycle that was driven by Tonglo police officer, Police Senior Sergeant Major Wichiang Klamprasut, having dragged him about 200 meters along Sukhumvit Soi 47, and the officer reportedly suffered a broken neck. Witnesses at the time said a car had run into the cop and then sped away, and police later found his car parked at a house on Sukhumvit Soi 53. And after some delay, boss Red Bull was taken in for questioning. He was later charged with several offenses, but in the ensuing years, he never once showed up to court for the summonses and fled abroad, where photos of him were posted of him hanging out at Formula One events and at random parties. Throughout this time, boss Red Bull had also been wanted by Interpol. During that time, the statute of limitations of each charge began to expire, starting with speeding, which expired a year later in 2013. Then the second charge of failing to stop to help a crash victim. That one expired in 2017. 2 charges remain active. The first, for drug use after cocaine was found in his system following a drug test, which expires in September 3 of next year, 2022. The second charge is the biggest, reckless driving causing death. That one will remain valid until 2027. But in June of last year, while the world was in the throes of the coronavirus pandemic, people were in lockdown and many lost their jobs, the Office of the Prosecutors at the Southern Bangkok Criminal Litigation Department inexplicably dropped the criminal charges against the heir to the Red Bull energy drink fortune. The prosecution's decision to drop the charge stirred outrage among the public, who saw it as another example of a culture of impunity enjoyed by the rich in Thailand. And within weeks, separate investigations were launched, which culminated ultimately in the Office of the Attorney General reversing the decision. Now, the NACC is looking into whether they should launch a more detailed investigation into the individuals who are believed to have had intentionally acted to derail the justice process over the case of an alleged cop killer. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. For the first time that all 3 challenges are completed, PVC Phuket will donate 100 life bags to One Phuket. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. An Indonesian fisherman was rescued by a local fishing boat and taken to Vashida Phuket Hospital in Phuket Town on Sunday after he was adrift at sea in a small boat for 9 days after his boat engine failed. The crew of the fishing boat Bunlap 2 found the Indonesian man adrift on a small boat just south of Ratchanoi Island, over 30 kilometers south of Phuket, at about 6:30 p.m. on Sunday. At about 10:30 p.m., the boat brought the unidentified man ashore, and the Royal Thai Navy took him to Vashita Phuket Hospital. In a video posted by the Navy, the man otherwise looked in good health. He was able to walk unassisted and even pass a temperature check conducted at the port. He told officers he had been adrift for 9 days after the engine on his boat failed, and the sea winds pushed his vessel across the water until a local fishing boat found him. Navy officials said they will contact the Indonesian consulate in Songkhla and Phuket Immigration to help get the man home. After the Thai Securities and Exchange Commission issued a ban on trading of meme-based tokens such as Dogecoin, fan-based tokens, non-fungible tokens and NFTs, and exchange-issued tokens last week, the Thailand Digital Asset Operators Trade Association, TDO, they're asking them to reconsider their decision. The TDO condemned the regulator's decision, saying the new rules give a competitive advantage to BitCub's KUB coin because those coins have already been issued, compared with other exchanges that have yet to do so. BitCub is predicted by several global venture capital funds to reach unicorn status, which means a valuation of $1 billion in the next few years because of its leading market position in Thailand. Tanwap Apontip, a researcher at the College of Computing at the Prince of Songkhla University here in Phuket, said the rule distorts competitive business practices as traders will turn to the services of foreign operators, resulting in the country losing tax revenue. The prohibited tokens defined by the SEC are meme tokens, which have no clear objective or underlying substantive value. Fan tokens, which are tokenized by celebrities and influencers. And then NFTs, a way to buy and sell ownership of digital art. And then tokens issued by the owners of digital asset exchanges as a way to raise funds for a startup. Thank you so much for joining us again today on Phuket Extra, brought to you by PBC Phuket. Check them out on Facebook. Join us again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.